Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. And Happy New Year! You pretty much know is to the title of the video. If you've been watching me for some time, we're going to do our prediction for the new year. So, congratulations, you made it into 2025. It is January 1st. And yesterday we took a look at my predictions on 2024. Did not fare very well, right? So hopefully, with a little bit more experience under my belt, let's see if I can make up for it and get a few more right for 2025. So this will take the same sort of fashion of the way that we did the last one. I will do five. That is more on the serious note of what I think will happen. Then we'll do five ish on kind of the fun aspect, in which number five on the fun list is going to be the Deadpool, and it'll be three into that one. So 10 slash asterisk 12. Let's kick it off. All right. So the first thing that I predict for the year 2025 is that AI, it will take a major leap, and we will see how that goes. This is going to be wide open. I know it's a little broad, but we're going to have to see some sort of mass headline. It's going to have to be something pretty major. It's not just going to be some new little thing here or there, not some chat GPT dot 95 whatever. It's going to have to be something that is going to be considered a milestone, some major event, some big movement in order for me to check this off green for next year. Number two on the list, TikTok will lose its court case and it will be banned, and thus will usher in a new social media, and we will see what happens with that. Usually, when something pretty big falls, something gets born. So we will see if my prediction on that is correct. Um, my guess is TikTok will basically fall, and they'll probably just get rebranded. Somebody will just, it's probably cheaper anyway, for somebody to make a knockoff of TikTok, and who knows what they're going to call it or whatever, but it'll probably be mostly, 75% of TikTok with maybe a different feature here or there to make sure it's different, but that's number two. Number three on the list is going to be that the Earth will experience some sort of dangerous close encounter or impact with an asteroid. And I'm talking something big. It's going to be something that hits headlines and things like that. It's not just going to be some little rock that splashes down in the ocean that no one cares about. We will see what happens on this. This is one that is pretty much make or break. There's probably no half points for this one. I know that I'm probably a couple of years too early. I know the big thing going around social media is that it's actually going to happen in maybe 2027 or whatnot, but um, space is pretty big. There's a lot out there, and I'm just making the prediction that there's something out there floating around that's going to come very, very close, or maybe even impact Earth. So, moving on, number four, there is going to be a natural disaster, and I'm talking a major, major natural disaster that is going to bankrupt a very large insurance company, basically for the first time in history. So, this is going to be a major, major prediction. Um, with all the talk on natural disasters, all these storms are getting bigger, and all this different stuff that's going on natural disaster wise. Uh, I will see that there's going to be a trend, and that not the number of natural disasters, but the intensity that they produce. Now, whether this is going to be actual natural, or maybe it comes out later that's man-made or whatever, but a storm, a volcano, an earthquake, something that is going to be considered a natural disaster will have to happen. And because of it, the amount that the insurance company will be deemed to pay to try and make things whole, which I know that's a whole different rabbit hole of going down of, well, you didn't have volcano insurance or something, but we will see how I get on this one. To round it out on the serious note for number 5, I am going to say that we are going to have a global conflict. I know that there's high hopes that the Trump administration is going to come in and is going to do peace and all that. I think that things have progressed a little too far. I think that the administration will come in. There will be a toning down. You'll start to see people working towards peace. Things will start calming down a little bit, and then something will backfire, or there will be some major event that just sparks a chain reaction, and we will be in some sort of global conflict. Now, keep in mind, with all of these, we in the prepping community is hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So, uh, just a disclaimer, I hope none of this happens. I hope that I get to come back and be like, hey, I'm wrong on every single one of these, because for the most part, um, these most of these could be very, very bad things. So we will come back in a year and we will see how well I did. But let's move on. Let's go into the fun stuff, right? We'll see. So, number one, when we're talking about the fun stuff, is Blue Sky, the social media. Blue Sky will end up getting into some sort of controversy, or something will happen, maybe new ownership or whatever, but they will end up changing their name to Twitter. Um, Now, keep in mind, Elon bought Twitter and changed its name, thus releasing any sort of copyright or anything to Twitter. So we will see if that happens. We'll see if Blue Sky actually becomes maybe Twitter 2.0. Number 2, we will either have a real or staged alien encounter in 2025. Um, and we'll see. I'll leave the door open since this is fun. Maybe somebody in a suit, maybe some sort of holographic thing, maybe some sort of AI thing or whatever, to where it's staged as a really, really good fake video, gets put out. Now, whether it becomes debunked or whatever, what I would want to see is that for a period of time, at least a couple days or whatever, that a large portion will believe that we had some sort of alien encounter. So we'll see. We'll see. There's been a lot of talk about it, a lot of drone things that might be UFOs and all this other stuff. We'll see. If aliens don't exist, I'm still leaving the door open that it might be a stage thing. So, number 3, they will have some sort of mysterious structure just pop up, just magically appear out in the desert somewhere in the United States. I know that's going to be very, very specific to a certain degree. I might open it up. Now we'll just leave it to the United States. But you know how these things go, that all of a sudden, poof, there's some sort of monument, or um, whatever you want to call it, sculpture, what do they call them, megaliths, or whatever. It's just going to pop up randomly out of the blue, and it'll make headlines for a little while, go over social media and do all that fun stuff. So, number 4, or number 9, however you're looking at this, I predict that Les Stroud will reboot his iconic Survivor Man series. And there's a caveat to this. The reason why I'm predicting this is because for me, I really like Les Stroud. I really like what he's done for the survivalist and that of the community. I think just watching a lot of his behind the scenes stuff and various other things, he's a good dude. And he put out late in 2024 that if he can make it to 1 million subscribers, he will do another season of Survivor Man. So, out of every one of these, this is the one that one, I'm hoping I get correct, but two is quite plausible that it could happen. I believe the last time I checked, he was at 850,000 subscribers, so he's pretty daggone close. If you're a fan of Survivor Man series, uh, go over and give him a subscribe, and let's see if we can help him on that. We'll see. I enjoyed the series, and I'm kind of hoping this one comes true. All right, so let's finish it on number 10, which I divide into three, and this is going to be my Deadpool prediction. No, not the movie. Um, there is talks of a Deadpool 4, though, so hopefully that'll come true. But the first on my Deadpool list is going to be a short reign for King Charles. I predict that he's going to have some sort of health thing that will happen, and his reign will be cut very, very short. And there will be um, him appearing on the list for next year. Number two is Diddy. And if anybody didn't think I was going to put him on the list, I'm really seeing him as going to be kind of a replay, right? This seems to happen that anybody that's in this stuff, if they're involved, they get caught, and then all of a sudden something seems to mysteriously happen to them. So I put him on my list. And then number three, which I will be very, very sad when it happens. Hopefully not this year, but we'll see. I put Bruce Willis, and we will see if that comes to pass, if I'm correct on that. I hope not. And again, disclaimer, I'm not wishing bad things on any of these people. Uh, you know, I don't want to see bad things happen to anybody. Wish them good lives and good health and things like that. We're just doing this for the sake of predictions for 2025. So hopefully I do better. We'll see if I can get at least a few more green checks when I go through and do the results later this year. But let me know how I did. Do you agree with any of them? Do you disagree with any of them? Should I add any? What's your predictions for 2025? Very curious to see. Comment section is completely open down below. Just keep it civil and things like that. Don't do anything of shenanigans or whatnot. And just have some fun with it. Let's see what your guys' predictions are, what you agree with each other or disagree with me or whatnot. And we'll see how all this goes. And yeah, I hope that you guys got something out of this. I had some fun doing it, and we will revisit again, like I said, later this year. So, real quick, I do want to say thank you guys. There's going to be a lot of new and fun things I feel this year. We're going to try and do some new content, different content. We got a lot more collaboration planned, a lot more interview stuff planned. We're going to try and kick things off and really have fun this year and see how well the channel will grow. We did thousands of videos, thousands of shorts, hundreds of other different posts, and lots of live streams and things like that. And we're going to continue on and continue to grow as a channel. We've made leaps and bounds and come quite a long way. And I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I appreciate you guys so much. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope you have a blessed year. Stay tuned because there's more information to come. With that, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.